Hello, hello, hello. Happy Black History Month 2024. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our second episode this Black History Month of 2024 at Sweet Talk with Auntee Shugah. I want to say thank you for all my returning sugar cubes. Also, I would like to uh, definitely show love and appreciation to our returning guest, Mr. Hakim Born Just.
Oh, hello. How is everybody? How you doing? How your mom and them doing?
So listen, I've heard we have great chemistry, and I keep asking you back because we have such great chemistry. Um, Although you're not an official co-host, you're definitely way more than a sugar cube. So thank you for being a super uber producer, music producer, content creator, brand extraordinaire, and all the many more things that you do for my show and each and every last one of your clients. Today's topic is about, of course, besides Black history, as y'all see, I got my African garb on. You girls stay cute, okay? This is Black History Month, and I'm a Black woman. Um, Going back to my roots. Um,
Mm-mm-mm.
so representing with the red, the black, and then a little bit of green. Um, of course, the gold for royalty or whatever it stands for. I'm not sure. The glow, I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there knows. Please correct me. Go ahead and send me an email at auntiesugar@gmail.com and let me know what those colors stand for. Okay. And this Black History Month, Black Powering. Tonight's topic is about self love. As you know, this month for Sweet Talk with Auntee Shugah, I've been putting out great Black history facts. I've been putting out information, of course, that's empowering about our people, about great entertainers, people that have been in the military, people that have really shown how creative, how innovative, how strong, how caring that we are with one another. And it's definitely been, no matter what, this show this entire month about Black love. So as we are wrapping this up with our final 2 weeks of Black History Month, we're going to talk about self love, right? And the importance of self love, right? So, and when we're doing that and when we cover the topic of self love, we're talking about self care, right? Because you can't have one without the other, right? As a great friend once told me, um, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of someone else, right? If you're in a plane and it's going down, put your oxygen mask on first and then put somebody else on, right? The oxygen mask. So you have to take time, Black people, my people, our people, to restore yourself, restore your energy, right? Put in what it takes to grow, heal, um, reflect, rest. All of that matters, okay? Um, and the great words of Mr. Hakim Born Just, self care is a manifestation of self love. Quote that, copyright, LLC it. I got it from him. Mr. Born Just, what would you like to say about today's show topic?
This is going to be an interesting conversation, and it's well needed. Um, and I think that we are long overdue in the Black community for this conversation. Um, a lot of us are moving around with not enough love of self, or not performing self care acts to replenish and renew ourselves, our spirits, our minds, our bodies. We're starving ourselves from of self love. So it's important for us to dive in and have this very very much needed conversation.
Okay. Well, tonight when I brought up the idea of self love, I wanted to speak to our people about um, what is it how would you manifest your self love, right? How would you manifest that in a self-care way? So I don't know if you guys saw my videos that I posted, but recently I posted things that you can do to take care of yourself, to treat yourself, such as if you value yourself and you value your health, right? One of the questions this week was, men, how often or would you ever go get a manicure and a pedicure, right? Ladies, would you, however, how have you or have you ever, right? Just to rephrase it, have you ever gotten a yoni cleanse or a yoni steam or a vagina steam? I did get a comment back on my question. Kiera, who's a very good friend of mine, said, yes, she does get her yoni steamed or her vagina steamed. And she said it's very refreshing. So just so you know, I do read the emails and I do read the comments that you put on the pages. Yeah, so I have not had my yoni steamed, but I will take that into advisement. Yeah, do you value
Oh,
yourself, right? How do you value yourself? How much do you value yourself? Um, do you have compassion for yourself, right? Because none of us are perfect, right? We're going to make mistakes, right? We're going to forget things. We are going to, in some ways, work harder at being a better employee and totally forget that we have a home and a house and maybe even neglect ourselves and neglect our kids. Or we might put forth all of our effort towards being a good employee or being a good parent or being a good grandparent or being a whatever stage of life you are in, whether you're hustling, you're trying to get that money, that dollar, that 9 to 5. You are slowly but surely forgetting to take your vacation hours if you have them, right? If you got that paid time off, that PTO, take it, use it. What are your needs, right? If you know you got a foot fungus, go out there and see the podiatrist. Go get that foot fungus taken care of. And I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody needs to smell those rotted toenails through your shoes, okay? And I look, be kind to yourself, right? We are constantly having an internal conversation with ourselves. Now, a lot of y'all don't want to admit that y'all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's fine. That's fine. I know where I I I go to therapy. Okay. Be kind to yourself. Go to see a therapist. That is a part of self-care. Being able to talk about your trials throughout the day or throughout the week or throughout the month, right? The things that stress you out, that cause you to be in a depressed mood or that cause you to have anxiety. Be honest with yourself. Be kind with yourself. What are your needs versus what are your
mm-hmm,
wants, right? We have
mm-hmm,
needs, right? We do. We have needs, right? We all need to eat. You got to bring some type of nourishment into your body. We all need water. We all need a roof over our head, right? So we're definitely going to try to hustle and grind and stay hydrated and eat and keep a roof over our head. We do have those. We need to be clothed. Okay, you go out there half naked. This is not freak Nick. And a lot of us don't live in Florida. Some of us live in Colorado. Okay, it's cold. It's cold in this. I ain't gonna cuss, but it's cold. Put some clothes on. Okay, we have needs, and then what are your wants, right? So show yourself some appreciation. Um, Treat yourself well, right? You are quality. You are a quality individual. Say that to yourself. If it has to be what they do now, affirmations. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I am a quality person. Be kind to yourself. Focus not only on your needs to get that paper, but focus on your wants as well, right? That
mm-hmm.
self love, that kindness, manage your stress, right? So we're going to talk about that tonight. I covered a lot just in that brief synopsis, Mr. Born Just. Would you like to
I,
speak on those?
you covered a lot of ground, and I agree with everything you said. We definitely have to be able to identify what our needs and our not our wants, our needs. Big difference.
Right.
We have to be able to say, hey, these are the things that are going to restore me, replenish myself, my spirit, and stuff like that. Because we're all caught up in the minutia of work, the grind, the hustle, parenting, running a household, running a business. It's You're going to burn yourself out a lot
Yes,
through the course of one day, let alone a week to a month to a year. So you have to take that time to pour back into yourself. You got to make the time to do it, because if you don't, you're going to be running on E. You will be that empty cup. And what happens when we aren't working at our maximum potential? We're half-assing it. And a lot of us are half-assing it because we're running on E, on an emotional level, on the physical level, and on the spiritual level. All three take a hit when you do not practice the art of self-love and self-care. They go hand in hand. If you love yourself, you owe it to yourself to pour back into yourself.
I agree. Um, I want to start at the bottom of my list.
Okay.
Today, I was going to start at the top, but sometimes if you look at your list and you reevaluate it, you want to start at the bottom because that's where you like, oh, I forgot that. So that's kind of how I started my list. I went through it and I was like, da, da, da. And I was like, oh, I forgot this one. We could talk about sleep, right? Getting enough rest. We could talk about relaxation, right? And we will hit that. But I want to challenge not just my viewers and my sugar cubes. I want to challenge myself to focus on placing my phone on do not disturb. Maybe even airplane mode. Like,
that's nice. What a concept.
It's so difficult to say to yourself, I'm not going to pick up the phone, right? I mean, even my phone is linked to my watch. So if I put my phone on airplane mode or on quiet or on vibrate, then my watch is still going to go off. So I got to, it's like some days really seriously consider putting your phone on do not disturb, even if it's just for a while, just so you can get that quality time that you need to spend with yourself in order to restore yourself. What do you think about that?
That is something that I struggle with myself. I have to admit, I have never put my phone on do not disturb.
Wow.
Ever.
I believe you.
Even if I'm at my sickest, or I'm in a lot of pain because I suffer from chronic pain from multiple things, I still keep my phone. I will turn the ringer off. Tonight is going to be ringer off night for one of my phones. The other ones are going to stay on, but that one phone, I see when I wake up. But that's something I know I need to practice on it. I'm just not comfortable yet to do that because it's that overwhelming. That's the control freak in me.
Okay.
That I'm going to miss something. If I do that, then oh man, I'm going to miss an important call. So I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. But if you are able to do it, do it. You owe it to yourself. Don't be a goofball like me, because I know it's having an effect on my health, because I need to do better at rest, sleep, restoration myself. But once I get a few things done, I got a few big things I need to do for myself and for some others. Once I get it done, I'm going to practice that. It's like I know how, but I'm voluntarily not doing it.
Okay, I mean that's understandable. I mean,
sacrifice.
I said it was at the bottom of my list for a reason, because I know that that's going to take a lot of serious, especially for those that are entrepreneurs, especially for those that have children, especially young children, or if you have an adult like a grandparent or a parent that you take care of. It's not easy to think about taking that time away from your phone. Because you have responsibilities, or you have a job that requires you to be on call. If you're a police officer or a fireman, or if you work in a hospital situation, you're a nurse or a CNA, or even a caregiver. It's not easy to say, I'm just going to put my phone on do not disturb. If you are a gig worker and you're working Instacart or you know, Uber Eats or one of the other, you know, gig jobs. It's not, you know, Amazon. It's not going to be easy to put your phone on do not disturb. But I challenge you to take the time out to put your phone on do not disturb. It doesn't have to be for a long time, but just let's just go take for just a second. Bear with me. When you want to relax, right? If you would like to read, right? Give yourself some inspirational reading, right? A lot of people call it affirmations. So say if you want to take out 10, 15 minutes to do some reading or some aspirational reading, right? You want to read some quotes, or if you want to chant some mantras, or if you want to be relaxed and you want to practice your breathing and you want to focus your thinking, right? You want to maybe watch a video, or you want to do what we call spiritual nurturing, right? Maybe you want to read a Bible, or you want to read a Quran, or you want to read a Torah, or you would like to read some scribes, or whatever it is, whatever your actual religious preference is. Give yourself 10 minutes, right? So you might want to take and put your phone off for 10 minutes just to do that, just to do some spiritual nurturing, some affirmations. You know, like Tina Turner, she would like the incense, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Get that meditation on. Renge from your gut. Kyo. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Put that phone on pause for 10 minutes and get your swami on. Cross your legs. Throw your head back. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Light some incense, a candle, turn some lights out. Hey, so what do you think about that reading inspiration, that spiritual nurturing for maybe like 10 minutes without your phone? Like linking those two together.
Now that I do. Um, everyone has their own way to practice how to rejuvenate the spirit, cleanse the spirit, and restore the spirit, and that kind of stuff. You have to do what works for you. Um, I'm a meditative kind of guy, so I like to sit still, to do the deep breaths for a significant period of time.
Uh-huh.
Um, focus on one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Go through the process of the mind. Um, I suffer from anxiety and depression, so it's important for me to do this. So you have to put those phones down. Whether you're praying, whether you're reading, whether you chanting mantras and do the shuka shuka shra fa, whatever the woosahs, whatever your practice is in that particular school of thought, do that. Turn the ringers off. It's okay. Leave the ring. Put the phones in one room. You go in another room. And that way you're able to focus without distractions.
You need
But
that spiritual nurturing. You have
yep,
to have it. You have to feed your soul, okay?
yep.
Um, so relaxing, right? I know me, after a long day, sometimes I just want to go get a glass of wine. Now, normally when I do Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar, I have a glass of wine. Guess who's all out of wine? Auntie Sugar.
What? That's a whole nother
I
conversation.
gotta stock up. I gotta listen. We'll save that for another
Whoa.
show. But officially, Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar is out of wine, and you guys know that I love wine. If you do a little research, figure out what kind of wine I like. Email me. We'll discuss that later. Okay. But officially, we are out of wine. But yeah, I like to relax with a little bit of wine. Some people like to relax with a little bit of cognac. Some people like a little brandy. It's nothing wrong with that. Everything in moderation, right? Some people like tea. They like a nice Earl Grey or maybe a lemon zest. It's very relaxing for you, however you choose to unwind. Please do take that time out to enjoy yourself. Oh, excuse me, a nice glass of spirit, right? We're talking about a different kind of spirit. We're talking about the
That
nurturing
fire
that
spirit.
spirit. Yeah, we're talking about the fire spirit right now.
I drink
Yes.
coffee to relax.
No, nobody drinks coffee to relax. Nobody.
There you
That
go.
is out of control. That is out of control.
I don't know what this word relax means, so help educate me.
That is what, in the words of Cat Williams, that is a fat phase on line. That's a fat phase on line.
How many
You did
times you
not.
ever heard me say, in the 35 years that you've known me, and when have you ever heard me
Well,
say,
why do you
I'm
have to age
relaxed?
me? It's bad enough I'm age, but you ain't got to age me like that. I mean, I'm already wearing glasses. You have to age me? Jeez. Mm-mm-mm.
Cut it out.
All right. So, I don't know if you guys had an opportunity to see what was going on this week. Before our Valentine's Day, I mentioned some skincare, right? And when I say skincare, I just like to state this fact, and you guys can look it up. I have a cousin that's an anesthetician. I don't know if that's what they call them, an anesthetician. Please excuse me, Ish, if I messed it up. I don't mean to in any way diminish your job title, but she is a certified licensed anesthetician, and maybe I'll do a promo for her job. She is. It told me on several occasions your skin is the largest organ on your body. So if your skin is your largest organ on your body, it needs to stay hydrated. It
Hmm.
needs to stay moisturized. Okay. Hey, light skin people. Okay. Now listen up. The light
Not the
skin
lighter skins.
coalition. Okay. I'm not trying to say nothing bad about y'all. My brothers and sisters, y'all all are light skinned. Both of my brothers is light skinned, and two and two, three, two, two out of three sisters is light skinned. Okay, please forgive me. I love y'all. Okay, but just because you light skinned don't mean you don't need no lotion. Okay, I done did a promo for a lady. Okay, get some of that. I go to get some Jergens, some Vaseline, some palm olive, whatever you got to do. Not palm, that's the dish soap. You know what I'm saying? Put some
You
on
have
that ass. Get
people.
you some Dove. Put just because you light skin, now light skin
Wait, man.
coalition. Don't be
Did you
trying to ban
tell?
me.
Did you tell people to put some palm olive on their ass and some Dove? Wait.
Listen, listen, listen. Like just because you light skin does not mean that you do not need to moisturize. Okay, you still get ashy. White people, it's Black History Month. I'm gonna need y'all to go to the back. We'll talk to y'all next month. Okay, next month is Women's History Month. We will include white tea people in that month. As no offense, I do have some white tea aunties and some. Either way, I'm not talking to you right now. So just get to the back and including my aunties, and we'll talk to you next month. Okay? All right. Okay. In the meantime, the light skin, especially my light skinned cousins, y'all know y'all daddy black. Y'all know damn well my uncle black and my cousin is black. Y'all half black. Put some lotion on your black asses. Okay? The black part of you needs some moisturization. Okay? All right. The
Have
black
you
part.
seen an ashy light skinned person?
Yes. Yes, I
Damn.
have. It's
I have.
bad. I seen an ashy
That's.
white person. It looks terrible.
I have yet to witness that. I'm glad I stay my ass on the inside. I don't think I want to come
You
across
don't
the
want to
ashy
see
light
it.
skinned people.
You don't want to see it. It looks
Skin
terrible.
peeling, yes. I've seen
It
they
looks
skin peel
terrible.
from being outside too long. They come back from the beach peeling and shit,
I mean,
pulling shit
I
off their
seen that
face.
too. I definitely
Yeah,
seen that too.
but I ain't never seen the ashy. Like, damn, yeah, you dry as hell.
Uh, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who exactly. You now don't. I'm not gonna put your name out there because we family. Okay, but your half black ass is ashy, and you need to put some lotion on the half black. Okay. All right. My white aunties will discuss you next month. We'll include you into Women's History Month. Okay. And my half white cousins. We'll do. That's next month. Anyway, in the meantime, it's Black History Month, so y'all get y'all half black asses to the back. Well, not the half black, but okay, never mind. Next month. Next month. White people to the back. Okay. Now, if you're offended, tell somebody on YouTube street. That's it. All right. See if I can.
Light skin coalition.
They gonna ban me. They gonna shadow ban me.
As a former light skinned person,
How the hell you former light skin?
I was a light skinned dude back in once upon a time. I fixed that real quick.
Back when Christopher Williams was in. See, now I'm aging myself. Back when Alvin Shore was singing.
Oh man. Yeah, I had my moments.
Now I'm aging myself. Damn it. Anyway, once again, in self-care realm, sometimes we got to have a conversation with ourselves, right? Sometimes we have to really, really look at ourselves and have a conversation. Look ourselves in the mirror and be like, listen, bitch. Listen, let's be honest. We got issues. We got anger issues. We got anxiety. We got depression. We didn't have some bad relationships. We got some trauma built up emotionally. We have to take time to self-reflect. Have a conversation with ourselves. The easiest way that I know to have a conversation with myself is to start a journal. There's nothing wrong with journalizing, right? If you are not in a position where you can afford therapy, you don't have that good Obamacare, right? You got to pay out of pocket. I know what that's like, okay? Then start a journal and start writing yourself. Start writing how you feel. Put it down. And in that way, later on, you can reflect on your feelings, right? You can read it. You can see what you thought on that day, what you went through, how you were feeling emotionally, how you processed it, right? Do that self-reflection in that way. Sometimes journaling helps. It'll allow you to get it all out, right? Because every time you call your good girlfriend, she don't want to hear it all the time. What, girl? Yep. All right, bye. Right? Or you call your auntie, she don't want to hear it all the time. What, huh? Okay, I gotta go. Right? You call your sister. Not all the time she want to share with you. Every time you want to share with a friend or a family member, sometimes they looking at you like you the problem. Why are you calling me? You the problem. You knew how it was beforehand. You knew it. You saw it. You did. It don't have to be a man issue. It could be just you. It could be a job issue. Sometimes you want to just journal it. Get it all out. Get all your emotions out. Get all your feelings out. Put it all down in writing. And then go back and self-reflect. Until you can afford, and journaling is very, very normal. A lot of the history that we have now is because somebody decided to write it down and put their thoughts down on paper. And we can reflect now based on their writings previously of how time and history was because someone decided to write it down. This was happening. I'm not talking about just the news. I'm talking about how they generally went beyond and throughout their days and throughout their weeks and throughout their months on a ship for long periods of time. The waves were rocky and the seas were high and I saw a beast and it was tan in color or just whatever, right? Going through and journalizing it, right? And so talking about the fog and just writing in general can be very, very, very therapeutic. Okay.
Yes, it can. Journaling is important. You made me think about something. Being able to journal is a way to vent. Just think of it as that pressure valve. You're relieving the stress, relieving the pressure, that kind of thing. But it's also a matter of being able to reflect in real time. Because as you're writing those words and you're saying them in your own head as you're writing them, you can hear in your own voice what's really bothering you. That is your moment to step outside of yourself and do what they call the shadow work, right? You can literally go back and reread your words from, let's say, a day or a week ago or a month ago, and you're able to gauge your progress or lack thereof. Like, oh shit, I wrote this on Monday. I feel worse than I did on Monday. Here it is, Wednesday. Oh, I wrote this on Monday, and I'm glad I got over that. I don't feel that way anymore. So journaling is important, but One of the things we have to remember, sometimes we are a journal for someone else.
Mm.
I know I am. When I leave this earth, I'm taking a lot of secrets with me, and it's I'm a sounding board for a lot of people. A lot of people pour into me, um, and it will burn you out. You know what I mean? And it'll weigh on you after a while. But you have to make sure you find the time to relieve that stress, because pressure will bust them pipes.
I
And
agree.
then the next thing you know, you snapping and wilding out at work, your kids, your significant other. You're going to take that frustration and all that pent up energy of toxicity off on the wrong person. So journal, find a way to vent, find a way to get it out your head and out your heart.
I agree. So we talked about this off camera, but sleep. I am going to admit that my mind, it sometimes my body shuts down, but my mind doesn't shut down. And when my mind does not shut down, I cannot sleep. And I know that they call that insomnia, but there might be a lot of other people out there that suffer from that. Like where your mind is just going, you're creative in general. Like I'm a creative person. And I don't get to practice creativity on my 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. It's very rare that I get to be creative at my job. So since I don't get an opportunity to use the creative side of me, of my brain, and in my way, my mind is constantly thinking and trying to create new ways of doing things, and so it's very difficult to shut it down at night and rest and get some sleep. So on the days that I am not working and I don't have to have all the stressors of life piled up on me, some days my brain just says night night. And it doesn't matter if the phone is on or not. You could call me and I will sleep right through the ringer. My brain has literally shut down like a computer. And
Yeah.
I cannot get up. I cannot. And I have slept through days. Like they done
Hmm.
put me on the Kensington sleeper. But I was not on the Kensington sleeper. My brain just was like, good night. That is a part
Hmm.
of self care. If you do not get rest for your body, your brain will literally shut down and you will go to sleep. So, um, either
Yeah.
your body is going to rest or your brain is going to rest. But either way, it's going to get what it needs.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's going to happen when you don't want it to be, when you don't want it to, rather. I've seen people 3, 4 days in, they only have maybe a good 7, 8 hours of sleep. Um, that used to be me, but I'm glad that thanks to the medicine and some of the other things I'm doing for myself, I'm sleeping for hours. I'm gonna sleep my ass off tonight. We get off of here, man. I know it's gonna be some snoring and carrying on because I got to. I do a lot, and I have a lot to think about. And part of mindfulness training and meditation and stuff like that, I know when to shut my mind off. And I'm glad that I've learned how to quiet it. And some days those thoughts are just running around in there doing jumping jacks and blasting loud music in my head. I've learned how to distract myself
Mhm.
because that's equally important. Soft music, rain sounds, whatever floats your boat. You figure it out. That way, it'll calm you enough to have this to you can fall into the state of relaxation.
I agree. Um, Sleep is very important for your body and for your mind.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
Turn off the phone, turn off the TV, turn off the radios. Your subconscious is still running at the same time that you are asleep. Your subconscious is constantly going. Those brain waves, those synapses are constantly moving and going. So try your best to get as peaceful and as restful as possible, um, including lights. Sometimes lights is a stimulus, right? So it's not
Hmm.
just sound that's a stimulus, but it's also the amount of light that's a stimulus. Try your best to get some rest. And I'm not just saying that for my viewers and my sugar cubes out there. I'm talking about me as well. Um,
Hmm.
your body will get that quality sleep that it desires, regardless. It is a need. It is not a want. It is a need. Um,
Mandatory.
yes. So, at this part, we talked about relaxation. We talked about some spiritual nurturing. Pardon me, please. Um, we have not talked about. I mean, if you want to, we can go to the frivolous portion, which is like, you know, men, get your nails done, get your feet done. Ladies, go out, get your nails done, get your feet done. You know, vaginal steam cleanse. Maybe treat yourself to lunch. But we are talking about at this point in time treating yourself, right? When you treat yourself to maybe lunch or a nice dinner or maybe out for drinks, just treat yourself. You don't need to treat everyone else. Sometimes you might just want to take yourself on a date, right? It's literally absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's like having, when I said earlier, like if you want to talk to yourself, like if you want to do those self affirmations, you want to speak joy into your life, you want to, be kind to yourself, right? This is a way of you being kind to yourself. This is a way of you treating yourself. Go out there, treat yourself to lunch. Go out there, treat yourself to a museum. Go out there, treat yourself to a movie. Go out there, just do something that you want to do and do not require the earring again. Do not require anyone else to be there with you. Do not require anyone else's presence. Whether they want to do it or not, you go out there and you do it. You want to go to the zoo? Go to the zoo. You know what I mean? Hey, if you want to pet a giraffe and look up an elephant's ass, go out and do it. Do not require anyone else to, hey, I don't want to smell, okay, monkey balls, but hey, sometimes I just want to go and have a laugh at a nice movie, or I want to go roller skating, you know?
Yeah.
I want to do it. Go out there and do it. Achieve that adventure that if you're an adventurous person, right? If I want to go on vacation and don't nobody else want to go, bye. I see y'all when I get back, right? I
Hmm.
don't always require, sometimes spending that time with yourself, that self-care, that self-love, that's what you need. You need that. So go out there and treat yourself. Go get some ice cream. You know, it's not just about what you eat, it's also about what you do. Take that time
Yeah.
out and do that for yourself.
Yeah. That's you heard my little off camera. We talked about what I'm going to do. You
Yeah.
know, for self care for myself, and as corny and cheesy as it was, those are the things that I like to do. You know what I mean? We all have to. It goes back to the original thing. Find out what your needs are. Find out what works for you, what replenishes you, and you just do the work. Being able to treat yourself would require those things. I need to know what is a treat for me.
Yeah.
I need to know what my likes are, what my love language is to myself. Because we talk a lot about love languages when it comes to other people, less about when it comes to ourselves. So you got to figure that out. Because once you figure that out, it makes life a lot easier for yourself in terms of, hey, it's been a long week. Saturday, I know I'm going to get up, get dressed, and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. That X, Y, and Z is uber important for you because that is the time that you're going to spend making you happy. Whether it's getting your hair done, Whether fellas is getting a haircut, whether it's getting your nails done, whether it's fellas buying a new pair of sneaks, whatever. Going to get the car washed for some brothers. Washing the car for some brothers is relaxing and fun.
It
You know what I
is.
mean? So and I know how women they like to go shopping. They like to go to the mall. They like to go to their favorite shoe store and spend an hour and a half just walking around buying shoes and whipping out the card and shit. It, whatever it is, you do it and you do it with the intention of it's all about me. That is your moment. Self-care is not selfish.
Yeah.
They just look alike.
Yeah, they do.
They look alike, but they're not. They're not one and the same.
Yeah.
That is your opportunity to focus on you.
Yeah.
You're focusing on everybody else throughout the week or throughout the day, and you don't have. We're not talking about grand gestures. Oh, it's okay. I'll pour back into myself when I take that trip to Jamaica or the Bahamas. No, you don't do that shit today.
Yeah.
So you wrap everything up about an hour early instead of being done with your house. The house is shut down at 10 o'clock. You in the bed by 11. When you know you gotta get up at 6. No, shut that bitch down by 7:30. Be in the bed by 8:30. Grab the rose toy and have some goddamn fun for the night.
And speaking of that, that is our final topic.
See that?
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk about the self-love and self-care when it comes to sexy, comfortable underwear that you might want to purchase in order to look sexy for yourself and feel sexy for yourself and enjoy a little self-gratification. Once again, this show is not for minors, so if you are a minor, please tune out. If you have minor children in the room with you, please excuse them. This show was never intended to be for kids. I'm talking about masturbation. Ooh, masturbation. And I'm no sex therapist, okay? So please don't call me up and say, hey, you. No. Please do not misconstrue my degrees. They are not in sex therapy. However, I am a human being with a sexual desire, and I'm going to give it to you the way I see it. This is an opinion-based show, so you're going to get my opinion and my opinion only, not my expert facts, but definitely.
I could have got a degree in this shit. I could have got a degree in this shit.
I mean, listen. If there are some experts out there in the sexual field. I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. There's some experts out there. Okay, Dr. Ruth might be dead, so don't call her up from the grave. However, sometimes we need to rub one out, as they say.
Yes, indeed.
Sometimes we gotta listen. Get the rose. Get the, if that's what you use, a dildo, some balls, some chains, some whips, spank your own ass. You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do to get some clamps, whatever. Listen, pour your own tooth out your mouth if that's what turns you on at this point. But if that's what you need to take that edge off, something, you know what I'm talking about. If you got to take that edge off and you ain't got no man, you got to, okay. We ain't gonna talk about that. But if you ain't got no woman, okay, you at home, you're single. It's a lot of us out there been single, okay? We've been through a couple of rough years, all right? In this last couple of years, it's been a couple of rough years, a lot of breakups. Okay, we was married to people, we got stuck in a house with them, and we realized, I really don't like you, right? So now we divorced, or we not divorced, or we separated, or whatever the case may be. Okay, some of us established relationships during those tough lock-in years. Okay, and so now we're back out there in the streets, and so you don't need that comfort anymore because now you're allowed to go back out the house. You can go back into the office or back to the workplace or whatever. You don't just have to be essential personnel. All of us can get back into the workplace. So now you're out there seeing what's out there, right? We going back to the gym. But yet we going home and we by ourselves and we lonely and we need a little affection and attention. There's nothing wrong with you giving yourself a little affection and a little attention, self gratification, masturbation. It is. Please enjoy yourself. You ain't hurting nobody. You ain't hurting nobody.
Well, as a person once said, masturbation keeps you from fucking the wrong person
The
sometimes.
wrong person.
You know, and
Ladies and gentlemen, the wrong person.
yeah,
You're not gonna get no HIV, no STD, no STI, no herpes, no chlamydia, no nut the gonorrhea. You can't give yourself no crabs, no none. You can't. You probably can give yourself bacterial vaginosis. Now you can do that. Don't stick everything up there. But ladies, gentlemen,
if you give yourself crabs with a dildo, then you've been around. You need to stay your ass. You
listen,
need to
you sit on the
quarantine
wrong
yourself.
toilet, you can get crabs. I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna hurt nothing unless you done rub yourself to the point where you rubbing it. Well, get yourself some KY jelly or some good lotion or Vaseline or something, gentlemen. Don't rub yourself raw. Don't hurt yourself like that, okay? But listen, go out there and go home. Don't go outside. Don't go to a public park or a movie theater. Stay home and masturbate in your own private quarters. That's what I mean. I don't mean go outside. Don't tell them Auntie told you to do that. I said stay home. Even if you homeless, stay in your box or your pup tent. Stay there. Oh, homeless people got cell phones. I don't want to hear that. Y'all can watch this show. Y'all can watch this show. Stay in your pup tent or your box up under the L or one of them trains or the bridge or something and handle that. Handle that. Rub one out for yourself. Not for me. Don't use my photos. Don't look at my. Don't do it while you're watching the show. Just handle that, but just not. You know what I'm saying? Masturbation.
I'm trying to follow, but I got lost with the homeless
Masturbation
people.
is good for the soul and the mind and the body and the spirit. It helps relax you. Okay. I told you I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm doing my best. I'm going around about, up and down, right to left. I'm trying not to sound like a pervert on this good internet, on Joe Biden's good internet. I'm trying not to sound like a pervert. I do not need no Beyonce fans coming at me talking about some. You told people to masturbate. I did, but I didn't. I mean, I might look like a school teacher, but I'm really a naughty nurse. Go out there and masturbate, but not to me.
Just not to your picks, huh? You think
Not
it works like that? Dear homeless people, don't check off the Auntee Shugah. It's 15 dudes in Kensington in one tent in a circle jerk looking at this video right now. Hopped up on fentanyl heroin combos. Yeah, listen, man. Look, I don't care who you wank to. Just
who you
do
wait
it.
to.
Yeah, who you beat off to, how you sling your Frank is a how you glaze your glizzy is your business. But it's important. Hey, whether you're hawk spitting or using some goddamn coconut oil or olive oil or dish soap, whatever
Damn.
you got. Hey man, listen.
Damn.
No, don't
Let me make
judge.
sure I got all my socks. No,
Yeah, man, and wash them crusty ass socks, yo. Don't put them shits on because somebody was coming, so you threw it in the drawer real quick. So now you at the gym with a sock with a big yellow stain on it. Nah,
nasty.
fam. A flaky
Nasty.
sock ain't cool, but you have to do yourself right. And part of that is tending to your needs, especially if you're about that single life and you don't have a person to share your body with. Guess what?
Or people, if you're in that polydactyl lifestyle, or that might
Well,
be the
yeah,
wrong word, but you know what I mean. If you went into the mini, if you went to the
yeah,
lifestyle, right? We just gonna
yeah.
call it the lifestyle, the many people lifestyle, right? You asexual, bisexual, C-sexual, you see it, you like it, whatever. If you into the
Well,
lifestyle,
yeah,
you know,
whatever your walk of life is, you
right.
know, you want to you want to remember to take care of you first, because sometimes we don't have anybody, so we get lonely,
I
we get bored. The scariest thing in the world is a bored, lonely, horny person. They make
ooh,
some of the dumbest decisions you ever want to hear.
ooh,
And to prevent yourself from going that far, you take care of your needs. You do it yourself. Do D was it DIY, DIY,
DIY,
whatever. Yeah,
DIY, do it yourself.
DIY that shit, and you handle your business. And you know, there's therapy in masturbation. Not only does it relieve stress, it takes the edge off things. It helps you sleep when done right. Um, and you know, it's just overall better than doing randos. It's safer than just slinging your shit because you horny. So yeah.
Yeah, that in itself, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about masturbation, it is better for you. And don't get me wrong, I like a nice warm body next to me as well. However, I can't get it. So since I can't get a nice warm body next to me, or I don't want it, right? Either or, can't get it, don't want it, whatever your situation. It's a lot of lonely people out there. It's a lot of lonely people. Um, I've talked about the status before on my show. Black men are outnumbered by black women 3 to 1. And that's just black women. It has nothing to do with the other races that he is open to dating. So it's a lot of women out there that are in need of, um, if they choose to be with a man, that they just can't get because there's just not enough of them to go around. Especially if they want to stay within their own race, it's just not enough of them to go around. And so, yeah, you might seriously consider, you know, investing, right? It's plenty of
Hmm.
online stores and Adam and Eve's and also, there's plenty of shops out there that you can go to and taste, I'm sorry, test the item before you purchase it. Not, you know what? Never mind. I just sound like a pervert. It's just coming off wrong. It's just coming.
As a former sexual health educator, I highly recommend that you guys do not go taste the products.
Never mind.
I don't want y'all down Adam and Eve licking on the fancy dildos.
You know what? I just sound like a pervert. All around. But they got
Yo,
this store called Hot Topic, and you can go to the
yeah.
back and you can go and you can see some things back there. Okay, it's good price. You know what? No, I just sound like a pervert.
Hey, I don't want to be the guy that have to go to the cashier and say, "Excuse me, there's a lady back there with the ball gag literally in her mouth back there." Yeah,
It's on
she's back.
clearance.
She's back there licking on the dildos and whipping herself with the ropes and shit. So you might want to go back there or call the cops.
I was not. I have never been caught licking. You know what? Boy, every time
Breaking news: Auntee Shugah caught in a sex shop licking on the whips, chains, and dildos.
I'm a straight perv. I can't even. Yeah.
Yo,
I'm
I,
so glad I told y'all that this show was not for kids because it's just not. Yeah, no, not tonight.
I'm I'm waiting for the day that I hear that someone was locked up for licking on sex toys in the store. It's coming.
It's coming back to me right now.
It's coming, man. Hell, Pee Wee Herman got locked up for beating his meat in the goddamn adult movie theater.
Yep.
What you would think that's what people do, but his dumb ass, he must been. Do you know what it would? How fucked up you gotta be to get locked up in that place for beating your dick? He must have been crazy with the shit. He in there with that goofy ass laugh, standing up and shit. He just blocking the vision. He probably blasted somebody popcorn and shit, but
nasty bastard.
People been beating
Disgusting.
off in adult movie theaters forever, and this motherfucker get caught. That's when self love is going too far.
Yes.
'Cause
Yes. Yes. That is
oh man,
to the left,
whew.
bro. You going way to the left. Okay. No. Please, people, protect yourself from making a wrong decision. Getting
Yes,
pregnant
indeed.
by the wrong man, getting an STD from the wrong woman, um,
Yes,
getting your
Lord.
wig snatched off, knowing that you spent all that money to get it put on. And then just protect yourself. Just get get some good rest. Rub one out, get a good night's rest. You will, I'm telling you, you will be much healthier if you decide to masturbate.
Yep.
That it'll do your heart some good. It'll do your heart and your body some good. Plus,
Yep.
it's your body. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's yours. You wash it. You know what I'm saying? You feed it. Come on now. This all you. Well, what is there to be ashamed of? Enjoy it. Enjoy yourself.
Most
Hey,
definitely.
self affirmation. Hey, I'm sexy. I'm so sexy. I'm gonna fuck myself. That's what you gotta say to yourself. I'm that sexy. I'm gonna go and put on some sexy shit. I'm gonna fuck myself tonight. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of myself tonight. That's how you gotta talk to yourself. Be bold. Be confident. Grab some wine. Light a candle. Turn off the lights.
Oh man.
Yes,
Just,
do
just
it. Who
yeah,
wants?
smack
Who wants?
yourself, smack
Do
your
it.
own ass if you
Smack
got
your
to.
own ass. Who, who wants to check you, boo?
You dirty bitch.
Nasty son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Enjoy
listen.
yourself. It's your body. Nobody is going to give it to you the way you're going to give it to yourself.
Yeah.
Ladies, did we have to go into how many times women have said they've been unsatisfied by the man that they were sleeping with? You know how to satisfy yourself. Gentlemen,
Hmm.
we know now that y'all can fake it. We know. We know.
Yeah. Sometimes we got to.
Pussy
The-
trash. Just straight garbage. Just no walls. Y'all
all
putting in
right.
all that work. Do we have any questions or comments from either the email, which is sweet auntiesugar at gmail.com? Do we have any questions or comments from the Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar Facebook website? Do we have any questions or comments from the Auntie Sugar Instagram page or the Auntie Sugar YouTube page? And then finally, last but not least, we have Auntie Sugar on Threads and Auntie Sugar on TikTok.
Well, we have some from Instagram. Queen Vi's reality talk. Shout out to Queen Vi. Reward yourself. You do it for others.
All right now.
Um, she also goes on to say, single or not, self pleasure is important. If you do not know how to please yourself, you can't tell someone else how to.
I
And it's a
agree.
big and it's a big stress reliever, and sometimes NyQuil. Thank you,
Thank
Aunt.
you, Queen Vi.
Yes, thank you, Queen Vi. And on Facebook, Mackenzie Dior says, "What?"
Thanks, Dior.
And that's all we have for right now.
Okay, good. Well, listen, it's the 9 o'clock hour. And as you
Yes.
know, Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar is officially 1 hour. We can only go 1 hour on Instagram Live. However, we do follow up with the Sweet Talk with Auntie Sugar page on Facebook after the 1 hour, as well as YouTube on 1 hour. However, tonight's topic was only an hour. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week as we begin to tackle the rest of our Black History Month and Black Pride and Pride in our community. Black love has been a theme all month. Do you love your community? What does it take to love your community of your people, your tribe of people, as well as your neighbors in your neighborhood? That is our topic for next week. Look forward to receiving more promotionals from us, maybe questions of the week, as well as don't forget to hit us up on auntiesugar@gmail.com with any of your questions, comments, or concerns. Finally, you can find us on platforms such as TikTok, Threads, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you so very much to our guest tonight, Mr. Hakim Born Just. He has been our guest all month long here for our wonderful Black History Month Sweet Talk with Auntee Shugah show. We always appreciate his insight. We also appreciate his honesty and the unmitigated goal to go tell somebody to go fuck themselves in such a professional way. Um,
Just don't do it to Auntee Shugah.
keeping us lively here at the show. We appreciate it. Is nothing we can do to show our gratitude. Thank you to all our sugar cubes. As always, you are so very much appreciated. Thank you to everybody that commented tonight, such as Queen Vi, and also Reality Talk, and also Dior. We look forward to seeing you next week. This time, 8 o'clock p.m. live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You be sweet now.
Peace, y'all.